Now let's see how these principles apply in a real job situation. In a real job, the first task is always to insert a transmitter into the sewer line through some access point. First, let's examine how a flusher transmitter is used to gain access to the sewer line through a commode. Assemble the flusher transmitter as follows. Place the small button cell battery into the battery clip, facing the button contact of the battery away from the body of the transmitter. With the battery securely positioned, place the transmitter into the nylon bulb and screw on the cap with your fingers. Tighten the seal of the cap with a washer or a coin. Tie a nylon retrieval line securely to the watertight bulb through the eyelet in the end of the bulb. The flusher is now ready to send down the sewer line. Before flushing the transmitter through the commode, it is often helpful to wrap the bulb in toilet paper. The toilet paper helps to carry the transmitter down into the line. Drop the wrapped flusher bulb into the bowl and flush the commode. As the bulb travels into the sewer, gently feed the nylon retrieval line into the bowl. You may have to flush the commode several times to cause the transmitter to travel to the desired location in the sewer line. Later, when the locating job is complete, retrieve the flusher transmitter by pulling on the nylon cord. Avoid pulling the nylon line too hard, lest you break the line and lose the transmitter. Instead, if the transmitter appears to be stuck in the sewer line, flush the commode. This will allow you to float the bulb past the obstacle. Another method of placing a transmitter into the sewer line is by attaching a tape-on to a sewer cable, rod, or hose and inserting it through a cleanout. To assemble the tape-on, place a AAA battery into the battery tube, positive contact first. Put the sealing cap on the end of the tube and screw it down with a washer or a screwdriver. Place the assembled transmitter on the sewer cable a few feet back from the end of the cable. Begin securing it to the cable with electrical tape, wrapping several layers around the transmitter and the cable together. While taping, give special attention to the ends of the transmitter, tapering the form into the cable. This will help the transmitter to travel more smoothly and securely through the sewer line. Continue taping up the transmitter using a generous amount of tape, and making sure to taper both ends toward the cable. Complete the taping job by wrapping several layers of tape over the middle of the transmitter, forming a protective bumper. The tape-on is now ready to send into the sewer line. Feed the transmitter into the cleanout with the cable until the desired location is reached. Now that the transmitter is in the sewer line, we will demonstrate how the principles reviewed earlier can be used to find it. With a detection antenna in the vertical position, the receiver sensitivity on low, and the gain set at maximum, scan the area where the sewer line is likely to be. At the first break in the signal response, pinpoint and mark this location. This is the first side null. Walk a circular pattern to search for the second side null. Mark this location. Note that along the circular path, only 2 nulls are found. Now, draw line A through the 2 marks. Next, place the detection antenna in the horizontal position and search for the first end null, holding the antenna parallel to line A. Mark the location of the null, and repeat this procedure on the opposite side of line A to find the second end null. Draw line B through the end null marks, thus forming a cross. The intersection of this cross is the surface location of the transmitter. Measure the depth of the transmitter by first finding the depth nulls along line B on both sides of the location mark. Measure the distance between the depth null marks and use the depth calculator to relate the surface distance to the actual transmitter depth. You have now found both the location and the depth of the sewer line. The direction of the sewer line at that point is parallel to line B.